Namaste, my friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and I help people navigate through their spiritual awakening or their ascension process. Today, I'm going to discuss 3 core beliefs that for a lot of us block having financial independence and abundance and freedom. Perhaps the greatest longing for a soul going through an awakening is to have freedom on all levels. And in this world we live in, to have that freedom usually requires enough money to be free, obviously. And it becomes a real concern of ours. And when one starts to truly pursue that, it's very common that we run into blocks. We run into the realization that we are sabotaging our pursuits. Sometimes it's confusing, you don't know why, but you might find that you're having just a similar pattern, a financial pattern in your life, and you're just like, God, like they call it the glass ceiling. Like no matter what you do, it just keeps this hamster wheel keeps spinning round and round, and now you're aware there is a hamster wheel, but you're like, I still don't know how to get off this freaking thing. It seems like endless. So oftentimes, at least what I have found, is that there were very deep core fundamental beliefs about money, about finances, about myself, self-worth, etc., that I realized were in fact blocking me in kind of a confusing way. Not like, not in like a literal way, but the blocks, the misaligned and self-limiting beliefs, they have a tendency just to subtly influence our behaviors and actions, and then in a roundabout way, we're not really acting in alignment with our true self, and therefore we manifest financial problems as a means of saying, hey, this is just one more way, you're off track, buddy, let's clean it up, let's figure this out. So this video is going to share 3 things that I realized about myself that I believe might be applicable to some of you anyways. 3 core beliefs that are blocking your abundance. Number 1, this is a big one in the spiritual community, and I had this as well. It's that we have hang-ups about money. Money is bad. If I have a lot of money, then I must be greedy. It's not fair to other people, and it just sort of embedded in the collective mindset, consciousness, just in movies and cartoons, and we just have these unconscious associations with people with a lot of money as being like not trustworthy, lack of integrity, greedy, shallow, materialistic, that sort of thing. But that's not empirically true. That's why I realized there's a lot of people who are very wealthy, who have good hearts, who live good lives with a lot of integrity and do a lot of good in the world. It helped me to seek out and like study kind of people like that, to retrain my thinking. There's one more thing I want to say. It keeps escaping me. Yes. So a lot of it, what it comes down to is that a lot of us would rather be broke and struggle than be a bad person, than be a person who doesn't live with integrity and honesty. But you can have both. That's the thing. That's why I had to kind of train myself. So again, that's why I decided to start just, again, reading books written by people who are well off and highly influential, and also really good people that I could resonate with and relate with. And that has helped slowly change my belief, because I struggle with that big time as well. My parents kind of had that mindset, and it just kind of got into me. And it was later in life that I realized just to the extent that it was influencing me. I was sabotaging myself, and I realized this was one of the big reasons why. Number 2, a lot of people who are on this awakening path, on the pursuit of both finding a sense of purpose and financial reciprocation as well, they kind of have an idea. I know I want to do something like this. I kind of have a pretty good idea. It's not exactly clear, but I'd like to do it, but I'm not ready. I feel blocked, people say. It's just not just not ready. Why? Says who? I still don't feel ready. All the stuff I do, I still don't have a feeling of readiness. I've learned to ignore that feeling, that illusion of not being ready. A lot of my clients, they come to me and they have these awesome ideas, they have these great visions, and I'm like, what's going on? What have you done on that, associated with that today? What have you done? Nothing. Why? I'm not ready. Bullshit. You are ready. We're all ready. We're way more ready than we tell ourselves. And the way to deal with that, I've learned, is to ignore it and then prove to myself that I am ready by just doing it. You might tell yourself you're not ready, but oftentimes that's just sort of a mental abstraction of the underlying feeling of, maybe I can't handle this. Maybe, I'm just not enough yet. I don't know enough yet. Who am I? Who am I? I just can't. No, I gotta do some more studying. I gotta become more spiritually tuned in. Maybe I gotta get in better shape, and then I'll be. But that's always in the future. I've used this quote in a few videos because it's so freaking powerful. It's by Ralph Waldo Emerson. He says, "You must do the thing to have the power." So ironically, what he's saying is that if you want to feel ready, you have to do the thing. Feeling ready and worthy is not going to come beforehand. You must do, and then you will have the power, and you will have that feeling of readiness. Number 3, heavily tied in with number 2, but something a little bit different, is the feeling. It's a subtle feeling like you don't deserve it. You're not worth enough. It's unfortunate that a lot of us have adopted this from our parents. It's not even that they were bad parents, a lot of them. It's just that as a child, we have almost an unrealistic need for how parents should be, and we tend to recognize and store in us any time that we weren't maybe validated or encouraged by a parent. And it just leads to, because we see them as such authority figures, even to this day, our inner child does anyway, that we judge our capabilities and worthiness level based upon how they and then also other people have treated us. Maybe someone dumped you and you lost a relationship. That's gonna, oh man, you're gonna really go through some self-worthy issues now. I guess I wasn't worthy, I wasn't good enough, I wasn't enough, I was rejected. We all experience rejection type situations in our lives, and it's so painful, and it is such a bash to our sense of self and identity that we are so afraid of having that feeling again, we'd rather not even try. What I recommend sometimes is to try to start talking to yourself, giving yourself pep talks, kind of, out loud even, as if you were talking to somebody else. What if your dear friend had an idea for a business that was going to help a lot of people, but they confessed to you that, you know what, why me? I don't deserve it. And you'd say, why not you? You're a good person. That's going to help people. You deserve to be paid for that. Talk to yourself that way. Money is not bad. It is a necessary component to freedom for most people in this life. You are ready right now. And if you're not, then the only way you're going to be ready is by trying anyway. You need to get experience. Then you'll start to feel ready. That'll come after. And you and every single soul on this planet is worthy of a good life, in whatever way that means for you. You wouldn't have goals and desires that are out of reach for you. Freedom, financial freedom, that's going to be different for everybody. Maybe your idea of freedom is just wandering the planet as a minimalist, being a nice person, and just really working on yourself spiritually, and every person you come across you're just really kind to, and you just walk around wandering, exploring life, spreading your light. Or maybe you have 7 kids and you need to make a decent amount of money, and you also don't want to be working all the time, so you got to manifest kind of a lot more financial abundance. But either way, all this is tied in with our sense of self, and you can retrain your beliefs by first becoming aware of the ones that are out of place and maybe were learned in this lifetime that now are holding you back from living the life you know you want and on some level know you deserve. So anyways, my friends, I hope this video helps you. I wish I could have known this and been more on the lookout for this rather than bumping in to my own manifestations that would stem from the self-sabotage that were founded from these beliefs a lot sooner, because I had to repeat a lot of painful cycles over and over and over again and kind of wing it. So again, it's my hope that this video can maybe help spare you of some of that, give you something to think about. With that, I will close. Have an amazing day, my friends. I will speak to you soon. Namaste.